A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John, chapter 3, verses 16 to 21. The passage is taken from the Message version of the Bible. This is how much God loved the world. He gave His Son, His one and only Son. And this is why, so that no one need to be destroyed. By believing in Him, anyone can have a whole and lasting life. God didn't go to all the trouble of sending His Son merely to point an accusing finger, telling the world how bad it was. He came to help, to put the world right again. Anyone who trusts in Him is acquitted. Anyone who refuses to trust Him has long since been under the death sentence without knowing it. And why? Because of that person's failure to believe in the one-of-a-kind Son of God has introduced it to him. This is the crisis we're in. God's light streamed into the world, but men and women everywhere ran for the darkness. They went for the darkness because they were not really interested in pleasing God. Everyone who makes a practice of doing evil, addicted to denial and illusion, hates God's light and won't come near it, fearing a painful exposure. But anyone working and living in the truth and reality welcomes God's light, so the work can be seen for the God's work it is. The Gospel of the Lord.
Let us now listen to a short reflection on the Holy Gospel according to St. John, chapter 3, verses 16 to 21. Will only the Christians be saved? The Gospel passage, God so loved the world that He gave His only Son, has been called the everybody's text. This passage highlights the fact that every person is the essence of the gospel. Do parents keep track of all the sacrifices they make for their children? True love doesn't keep count. It leads one to make sacrifices willingly and joyfully. A true lover gives their beloveds everything they have and the best they have to offer. God proved His love for us by giving us the best He had, His only Son, Jesus. Jesus sacrificed His life to make us live healthily. God initiated humanity's salvation. God sent His Son because He loved the world and each of us He had created. The love of God is at the back of everything. God's actions are not for His own sake, but for ours. They are not to satisfy His desire for power or to bring the universe to heel, but to satisfy His love. God is not like an absolute monarch who treats each individual as a subject to be reduced to an obedient object. He is the Father who cannot be happy until His wandering children have come home. The love of God is not limited to nations, cultures, or religions. God loved the world as a whole, not just a specific nation, good people, or those who loved Him. This vast love of God includes everyone. As St. Augustine stated, God loves each of us as if there was only one of us to love.